Welcome students. Today we will understand about the concept of inflation. So let us understand what is inflation. Inflation is the decline of purchasing power of a given currency over a time. So a quantitative estimate of the rate at which the decline in purchasing power occurs can be reflected in the increase of an average price level of a basket of selected goods and services in an economy over some period of time. The rise in the journal level of prices. It is often expressed as percentage, means that a unit of currency effectively buys less than it did in prior periods. Inflation can be contrasted with deflation, which occurs when the purchasing power of money increases and price declines. So, we can say inflation means sustained increase in the journal price level. The main two types of inflation are demand pull inflation and cost pull inflation. So let us understand the inflation in more detail. There are some key takeaways that we can understand. So let's start one by one. First key takeaways, whatever we have understand is inflation is the rate at which the value of a currency is falling and consequently the journal level of prices for goods and services are rising. So ये journal price increase की तरीके से होता है common consumption में आने वाली चीज़ों के ऊपर जो हमारा journal price rise होता है उससे related है. Now, inflation is sometimes classified into three types: demand pull inflation, cost push inflation, and built-in inflation. The most commonly used inflation indexes are CPI, that is our Consumer Price Index, and the Wholesale Price Index, that is WPI. So it can be viewed positively or negatively depending on the individual's viewpoint or rate of change. Those with tangible assets like property, stocked commodities maybe like to see some inflation as that rises the value of their assets. So understanding of inflation, we can say it is easy to measure the price changes of the individual products over time. Human needs extended much beyond one or two such products. So individuals need a big and diversified set of products as well as host of services for living a comfortable life. They include commodities like food grains, you can say metal, fuel, utilities like electricity, transport, and services like healthcare, entertainment, and labor. So, what basically inflation aims at? ये किसको एम करता है inflation? यहाँ पर क्या एम होता है inflation का? To measure the overall impact of price changes for a diversified set of products and services, and that actually allows for a single value representation of the increase in the price level of goods in an economy over a period of time. यहाँ पर हम impact को measure कर रहे होते हैं diversified products पे, services पे, right? तो एक सिंगल वैल्यू जो उसको रिप्रेजेंट कर रही है कि जो इंक्रीज हुआ है प्राइस लेवल में इकोनॉमी के अंदर, यहाँ पर हमारा व्यू पॉइंट होता है, राइट. So there are two types of inflation that we can understand. Demand pull inflation. This occurs actually when the economy grows quickly and it starts to overheat. So what would be the result? The aggregate demand will be increasing. Then aggregate supply. It is faster than aggregate supply. Now cost pull inflation is what? This occurs when there is a rise in price of raw materials, higher taxes and none more. So we can also categorize inflation by how fast the price increases, such as disinflation, creeping inflation, walking and moderate inflation and running inflation. So these categories of inflation we will understand in our next lecture. It was a kind of overview lecture. In next lecture we will be understanding these concepts in much more detail. और जब ये टॉपिक कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, you are supposed to answer a quiz based on inflation topic, right? So this is all about the today's lecture. We will be meeting in our next lecture. For attendance purpose, I will be using the same data. The quiz I will make on the basis of this topic. There would be certain set of questions जो inflation पे ही based होंगे, and you need to solve this quiz, and quiz के basis पे ही I'll mark your attendance, and you will be getting some marks. तो वो आपको तभी आपके पास score आ जाएगा. Alright. So we will be meeting in our next lecture. Take care, students. Have a great day.